Hopefully, you guys can hear me. Hi, everyone. I'm back. I think you can hear me now. Yeah, I think so. I think you can hear me now. Cut it up a little bit. Yeah, I think you guys can hear me. Hi, everyone. Can you hear me? If you're in the room, can you hear me? I hope you guys can hear me. Because the reason why it's been an issue is because sound. So hopefully, you guys can hear me. Can you hear me? Can someone type a yes or a no if you can hear me or not? Great. Yay. Yes. Good. I'm so glad. Okay. Yay. Okay. So thank you. Thank you so much for bearing with me. I had to work on my sound. Now I know what to do. So what I have to do basically is I have to plug my mic in order for me to do my sound. So for those of you who are joining me, my name is Leo Brown, and I am a psychic medium, life coach, motivational speaker, and author. You can check me out on my website at psychicleo.com, and you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, here on YouTube. So tonight, I'm basically giving all of you guys a chance to ask any question you want, and I will give you a sample reading. And how that works is, you can type it in the comments, and I will just, ask it, or I'll try to answer it as best I can. I am a clairvoyant, empathic medium. Um, and I've been in this, I shouldn't say business, but I've been doing this since I was really young, honestly. Like, since I was what? I've been doing it professionally since I was 21, but I've had psychic experiences since, like, even when I was very, very little. So, all right. So that's pretty much it. So and also we can talk about other stuff too. Like, we can talk about what's on the news, what's on TV, like whatever's clever, whatever rocks your boat. So I'm so glad you guys can hear me now, because that was bucking the hell out of me. Hi, everybody. Hi, Miss Blackberry. Hey, yes. Hey, how are you? I hope all of you are doing fantastic. And as we know, tomorrow night is the full moon. Tomorrow night is the full harvest moon. So, and it's also going to be Friday the 13th. So it's going to be a very lucky time. Yay. Contrary to popular belief, Friday the 13th is actually a lucky time. So, okay. So we already have our first question. All right. I just want to make sure. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Black. Thank you, Virgin Island Empress. I love your name, by the way. Love it. Okay. So Virgin Island Empress has a question. She says, my question is, what do I need to do to work on to build my health and wealth and to break family chains? Ooh, you better come on with the questions. Hi, Monica. My goodness, you better come on with the questions. Okay. So what I get is, and this may sound really funny, Virgin Island, but what I'm hearing to say is let go and let God. Because I pick up a great deal of worry. I pick up a great deal of maybe mental and emotional stress from you a little bit. And I'm gonna say this. I feel like people in your and please correct me if I'm wrong, but what I'm also getting is a lot of naysayers around you. I don't know if this is family or what, but I hear people around you being like, well, you can't do it. Da, 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 da. And it's really bringing you down, because when I get around you, for some reason, you are an energetic, you're like a sponge. You pick up on people's energy like that. Like, before you know it, you just pick up people's stuff. So I'm getting around you that because of that, that's really dragging you down. And I feel like a lot of what you're talking about when you talk family chains is, I feel like a lot of it has to do with either your adolescence or like childhood, like trauma. That's what I mainly get from it. Now, to build your health and wealth, what I'm getting is you really need to focus on your mental health, like everything from meditation to you just taking time out to just go somewhere by yourself. And with wealth, what I'm getting for you is either you started like a business on the side, because I'm getting like your own business. And I'm also getting that you not only need to save your money, like when money starts to come in, because it's going to start coming in around November for you. But when it does, learn to say no, because I feel like you are so giving that people take advantage of that. So I hope that makes sense. And I hope what I said rings true. So if it doesn't, let me know in the comment section. If it does, let me know in the comment section. Okay. So thank you. And if you can, you guys give this video a thumbs up. Give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much. If you can, if you're enjoying it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. So Miss Blackberry, she says, I'm looking for a new place. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. So I'm gonna try to read for everybody, like, one at a time. So like bear with me. Because I'm gonna be on here for maybe a good hour or so because of all the delays. So y'all got me for a good minute. Okay. So it says, looking for a new place to live by the next month. What do you see regarding me moving? Ooh, okay. I get it being kind of, or it may not be this way, but I get it feeling kind of rushed because I'm seeing you do this like, oh my God, we gotta hurry up. I feel like you're gonna move to a place where not only is the environment better, but it's more space. Because I feel like where you're living now, it feels like this to me. Like you're like, okay, I can't. And I get not problems with where you live, but maybe the environment you're living around that you're like, I can't. I'm over it. Um, you're gonna move if you and I'm getting like end of the month, like almost towards the end of the month is when you'll move. So I do see you moving. I just get that it's gonna feel like you're like a rush. That's what I'm getting mainly for you. So hopefully, Miss Blackberry, I hope that makes sense. I hope what I'm saying is true. Please let me know in the comments below, okay? Because I'm gonna be real with y'all. I am not. I'm human like everybody else. I'm flawed. I have issues. Trust and belief. I have to get my life fixed like everyone else does. So yeah. So I do feel like, but I do feel like the move is gonna come. I just feel like it's gonna be like, phew. And then once the dust settles, you'll be like, oh, I'm kind of glad I did this. So it feels like you're making, because what I get around you, Miss Blackberry, is that it feels like you're making a mistake. But in the end, once everything settles down, you're gonna be like, thank you. Yes, ma'am. Okay. So Monica wants to know. Thank you. Wow. You don't like the property, man. We could talk about that. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. Anywho, okay. So Monica wants to know. My question is, will she have a healthy pregnancy? Wow. Okay. Give me a minute to like decompress from the energies I'm getting. And also, let me say thank you to the ancestors, the gods, the goddesses, the spirit guides that are here with me, protecting all of us and answering all of our questions and all of our needs and helping us come together as a community, as a group, and to focus on the things that we wish to know, not that we want to hear. Okay. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you so much for listening. Monica. Okay. You are gonna have a healthy pregnancy, but I'm getting around you like bed rest and you being really careful with your body. And the main thing I'm getting around you is I'm getting more up here. You worrying about your baby being healthy. I feel like you are going to have a healthy pregnancy, but mainly I'm getting mind and body connection. So what I'm being told is stop worrying so much, and if you can, do bed rest. Do not overstrain yourself. Now, don't become a couch potato completely, but don't, like, if you know you don't need to get up, don't. Just, you know what I mean? Do, like, for real. Just and for some reason I'm getting like either dairy or like yogurt products. You need to like eat more of them. No, I shouldn't say eat more of them. I'm getting like you might want to stay away from that during your pregnancy. Like do dairy, but do like dairy substitutions, like almond milk, do things like that. So I hope that makes sense. Please let me know. If it doesn't, I'm so sorry. Blame it on the spirit, not me. But I'm just a messenger. But I hope that made sense. Thank you. And thank you guys so much for joining me in this. It's been 10 minutes and you guys have been absolutely fantastic. If you would like a more one-on-one reading or even a coaching session, because I am a life coach as well, I'm a life purpose coach. So you can go on my website, psychicleo.com. I also have on my website packages. So you can do packages too. Hold on a minute. Who is calling my phone? Hold on a second, y'all. I'm so sorry. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Well, you know what? It's funny that you mentioned Atlanta. My plan is to move to Atlanta next year. So I plan to move to the A next year. Thank you. Thank you, Monica. I'm glad it made sense. But yeah, I plan to move to Atlanta and own my home next year. And if not this upcoming year, the following. So I definitely plan to move because I feel like Atlanta is home for me. I love Atlanta. And I'm a Southerner deep down. Like I'm a Southern girl, so Atlanta's my city, honey. I love it, and I've always loved it. And I've wanted to move to Atlanta uh, since 2011, I think. So it's been a minute. So I've been wanting to do it, but now I feel it's the right time. Okay, you said you had a feeling that you'll have to be on bed rest. Wow, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you so much. If you can, thumbs up the video. I love the thumbs up. I love the comments. If you want, you can share the video with people that you may know. I don't mind that at all. I love the fact that people are coming in and asking questions. Thank you so much. And I do plan on doing more celebrity reads. I actually want to. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I love Atlanta. Like Atlanta's not what people think it is, but there's just something about the energy of the city that I just absolutely fell in love with. And to be quite honest, I love nature. And that's one thing that I love about Atlanta that it does have is nature. And thank you for being a supporter of me on Facebook. For those of you who are not on my social media, you can follow me on Instagram at the Real Leo Brown, on Facebook at the Real Psychic Leo Brown, on Twitter, Real Leo Brown as well. Let me think. How many apps am I on? Because I'll be very honest, I am not a big social media fan. Like I know that sounds really contradictory, like considering I'm on here, but I'm not like I don't live on social media. Like I really don't. I just don't. I can't. Like oh god, I would have a headache if I did that. Thank you. Yes. So yeah, you can, and I do readings on those platforms as well. So like if you missed this one, you can go back and rewatch it, or you can wait until like if you follow me on other social networks, you can wait and I'll definitely do a reading on those networks as well. So if you guys have any more questions, any more concerns, or you just want to know stuff about me, I don't mind it at all. I actually like um, people wanting to know my tea, as they say. So you're more than welcome to ask anything you wish. Well, not anything, but I'm enjoying this. So this is fun. I like this. I like interacting with y'all. This is actually a lot of fun. Thank you so much. And for those of you who have never had a psychic reading, I understand what's the word I'm trying to use? I understand the hesitation. I understand like, I don't know. You know what I mean? I get it. I get it. So I understand it. I understand the connotation that my industry does have. So I completely understand. Oh, you said you doubt yourself a lot, Empress. You shouldn't. But you know what though? Let me say this. We're human. We're human. Yes, you did, Monica. You finally got me live. But we're human beings. I doubt myself all the time. So yeah, I doubt myself. Let's see, where are my love lips? Missing. Oh, thank you. Where are my lips left? Thank you. You know what? I'm gonna tell you why I'm not like my face isn't beat. One of the reasons why it is not is because one, I'm in Houston, Texas now, and it is hot. It is hotter than a jalapeno's coochie. It is so hot out here. And I don't want makeup to smudge or melt. And two, once it starts to get cooler, I'm gonna start beating my face again because I can't do makeup in this heat now. No, sir. I would look like a hot mess. For real, it's too hot out here for that. Okay, so Miss Blackberry wants to know, she and her partner are trying to start a business. Do you see it happening for us? I do, but I get like the beginning of the year, like beginning of next year. So I want to say maybe January, February, somewhere in there. And I feel like it's actually gonna go off really well. And I think it's good that it's slow because there's some things that communicatively you and your business partner need to work out, honestly, before you go into a business. Because I feel like with your partner, okay, this is what I'm getting. I feel like one of you is very stubborn, and then the other one's like, go, go, go. Like, we have like, let's just do it now. And then I feel like you're like, no, let's just think about it. So I think what I'm getting is iron out the things that you like, the goals that you guys have for it first, and then make a go of it. But yeah, it's gonna happen. But I keep getting like February of next year. So yes. Oh, the makeup and stuff will be coming back, but right now, no. And also too, you know what? I'm really learning to love the way I look. For real. Okay. And you said your hair. Okay. There we go. So work through that first, then go into the business. Because I'm getting is if you just go into it, feet first, then baby, y'all, it will not end well. And you are not one to play with when it comes to your money. Okay. So yeah, that's what thank you. You know what? I'm just a vessel. I try to be as truthful as I can. I don't believe in lying to people. I have been on the opposite end of the table. I get readings too. I have people that help me because I have issues too, like everybody else. All right. So I often think if I were y'all, how would I want a reader to talk to me? How would I want a coach to talk to me? So that's why I try to be as honest as I possibly can. Now, whether or not you want to hear my truth, that's on you because this is your time. But other than that, I don't believe in BSing people for what? What's the point? It's not gonna get me anywhere. And besides, I already got your money. That's the way I look at it. But yeah, so thank you. But thank you so much. Thank you so much. But yeah, I'm not doing the makeup yet because it's way too hot. If anybody knows anything about living in the Southwest, you cannot do makeup when it's hot, baby. No, ma'am. I don't know how these women out here do it. All right. Hey, Chocolate. Yes, I'm loving the name. You're welcome. Thank you, Miss Blackberry. Thank you so much. Okay. It says, "Hey, Chocolate." It says, "I currently work with kids in the school, and I'm very unhappy. I want to leave and start my own business. What kind of business and career should I pursue?" I love these questions. Number one, I love the fact that you guys. Okay, let me just say this, and then I'm gonna answer your question, Chocolate. I love the way you guys are expressing yourself because it's so Dear Abby. Like I love it. I really, really do. You know what? Okay, let me just say this to Miss Blackberry. Really and truly, I started doing makeup as a gag. Like I don't, oh, you're welcome. But I started doing makeup as a gag. I really did. Like I was like, I don't take it seriously. And I would do makeup like I was like a drunk Nigerian aunt. Cause I would like if I wore green, my makeup was green. Like it was bad. If I'm wearing red and my makeup is red, looking like a walking stop sign. But now, thanks to the color wheel, I know better. So yeah, I started makeup really as a gag. I really did. Um, okay, so let me get back to Chocolate's question. But I love the way you guys are expressing your questions to me because it's very much like an advice column, and I love that because secretly, I've always wanted to do something like that, like a Dear Abby or like a Ann Landers kind of thing. I've always wanted to do that. So, anywho, let's see. Okay, so you said you currently work with kids in a school and you're very unhappy. You want to leave and start your own business. What kind of business and career should I pursue? Okay. So with you, Chocolate, I'm getting two things. And please correct me if I'm wrong. One, I'm getting that you definitely could do like financial or working with money, like the banking industry. And then I'm also getting the arts. So I'm getting like, and I should say not singing, but maybe dance, because I'm seeing you move. Or yeah, I'm seeing you've got like many different things you could pick from. You just need to pick one. And I do see that you want to work with kids or you want to work with people, but in a sense of where you're inspiring them. Because I feel like deep down, you got a little bit of a preacher spirit in you, honey. You got a testimony. And I don't know why. I just get you doing that. And I'm also seeing you writing as well, like you wanting to write or you wanting to speak and empower other people. I hope that makes sense. So, to answer your question, I would say you need to go into the personal development industry, like coaching, motivational speaking, something like that. Or you need to be, I'm getting you need to be a writer, like an author. And then I'm also getting, um, I keep seeing you dance. I don't know if you do this in private or what, but I'm seeing like you move and it's so fluid. So you've got a lot of different avenues. So I would say this is my advice. I would say it's like a dartboard. Just throw the darts and see what sticks. That would be my advice. And then you can say you tried them all. And if you do the dancing part, that'll keep your body on point for a minute. Okay. And we all want body, honey, body. All right. Because I know I do. That's why I try to work out 3 days a week. So I completely understand. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much for saying that. Thank you. Oh, thank you. But yeah, that's what I was getting to tell you. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm loving this. I'm definitely gonna do this more often. This is fun. This is actually a lot of fun because you guys are so warm and you're so friendly. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel. For those of you who might be new, you're more than welcome to subscribe to my channel. If you miss this, don't worry. You can definitely come back and watch it. Like I said, I'm gonna be on here for like an hour or so. So you're good. And we can talk. We can, Unfortunately, my channel is not monetized, but that's because I had made some videos that they didn't like. Oh, okay. Wow, your degree is in business. Oh my goodness. And you love the art. I can see that. You know what I also see for you, Chocolate, too, is I'm seeing you. I don't know if you've ever thought about doing fashion or like design. And I'm getting oh, oh my goodness. Okay. I'm gonna tell you who I'm getting from you. I'm getting I don't know if you know who she is, but if you don't, YouTuber, she was off the chain. You remind me, you remind me not of her, but maybe of her designer. You remind me of a woman by the name of Cassandra McShepherd. You can ask as many questions as you like. Now don't take up the spot for people that's in line, but um but for some reason you remind me of Cassandra McShepherd. And Cassandra McShepherd, she was a designer for the singer Phyllis Hyman. And you remind me of that because I see hats, I see earrings, I see jackets, I just see you like if you can't make it, you can I'll put it to you like this. You would be the kind of person where if I said, well, girl, let's go shopping, and you would literally pick out my wardrobe for me. You would be like, this look good on you, this look good on you, this style is nice for you, this hat would fit your face. That's you. You're that. So you've got, like I said, you have a lot of great things that you could tap into. And I would say tap into all three. because they would all make you happy because they're all aspects of yourself. Um, and with dancing, I don't know why I just saw you dancing. I don't know why. I just see dance with you. Maybe it's because I see it like being a release for you. So even if you're not the best at it, it's something that it's fun for you. It keeps you, it kind of helps you release things and release stress. Okay. So Monica asked, her question is, how long will she be at the job that she's at now? Hmm. I get maybe another year to maybe 3 at most. But I feel like with the job you're at, and I shouldn't even say the job, I get job environment because I feel like the job where you are is dragging you down. So that's why I would say I get at least maybe another year because I get the number one. That's another thing too that I want to say. My time frames, I get them in numbers. So often, if I get the number one, it might be 1 year, 1 month, 1 week, 1 day, because spirit works for me like that. They don't really tell me like, oh, it's gonna be, but that's what I get. So for some reason I get the number one around you regarding your job. And I get mainly, like I said, I don't get the job itself. I get the job environment. I feel like you're around people that don't know what the hell they're doing. And it really, I feel like I literally want to do this because, yeah, yeah, you're not satisfied and you really want growth. It's not just about money. It's about growth for you. Okay. So I hope that made sense. I really do. Um, so Virgin Island asks, I love your name, by the way, Virgin Island Empress. I love that. I wanted, thank you so much, Monica. Thank you. I wanted to start with investing in stock as a starter, but I watch the news religiously, and I'm so empathetic to those kids that I want to venture to housing for families in need. Good for you. Oh, I love that. See, you know what? I want to say this. I love I love this because this really shows because what we see on the news and things that uh this really shows that there are good people in the world. There are people that really want to help people and make the world a better place than where they found it. I love that you want to do that. Uh if you're going to invest, what I'm being told is start in like, dare I say, like penny stocks, like something small. And then I get you wanting to work with like children, not like almost, it reminds me of welfare, but like social work. I'm seeing that for you too. So you can do both. But with the stock thing, I would just be, what I'm being told is listen to your own gut and just be careful. Be mindful. Don't invest too much, but don't invest too little. Invest just enough. How have I healed after my last surgery? Well, I didn't have surgery. I had, for those of you who don't know, some time ago, I had pancreatitis. And pancreatitis, if you've ever had it, is no joke. And I'm gonna tell you how I got it. So for about 8 months, I was working out every day. I was, drinking my Slim Fast shakes. I was just doing it. Okay. I lost a lot of weight. And then one day, I just was like, oh, fuck it. Excuse my language. And I ate everything but the kitchen sink. Like I would eat whole chicken. I would, whole fried chicken. I would eat ice cream. I would like all these things. And my stomach started to do the wild thing. And I was like, oh my God, it's my stomach. It turns out it was my pancreas because I had been eating so much bad food that my body wasn't used to processing it. So I had to go into the hospital. And luckily they didn't give me, yes, I was, honey. I love me some food. Um, and and they were like, you just need to lay off because they asked me, they were like, do you drink? And I was like, no. They were like, well, how'd you get this? I said, just eating fatty food, eating fatty foods. So now I'm a lot more careful. I'm a lot more uh, cautious. I actually went on a vegan diet for a month. And it was great. It was one of the best things I've ever done. And now I implement a lot of vegan dishes into my cooking. So yeah. So now I'm a lot more. I mean, don't get me wrong. I still eat my chicken and things of that. But I don't do it like I used to. Yeah. Okay. So Chocolate wants to know. She says she has another question. You're fine. You can ask. Do I see any love interest for her? Okay. Um. Okay. I'm gonna tell you what I get for you, hun. And I love y'all energy is just everything. I'm loving the energy in the room. You guys are so awesome. So what I get for you is I get that you want love, but part of you is like it's like you dipping your toe. Like you're like, I don't know. And I kind of get around you that it's not that you don't want to be in love, you do, but you don't want to be let down. Because the main thing I'm seeing around you is you are at a point where you don't want to be taken for granted. You don't want to what's the word? Like, you know what I mean? Like you don't want to be used because I get a lot of abandonment from you. Like, people have let you down a lot. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I am. If that makes sense, let in the comment section. But for some reason, that's what I'm picking up. So to answer your question though, do I pick up love for you? I do. But I pick it up, I would say like later in the year. Like I want to say spring, summer for you is because I get the numbers 4 and 6. So I want to say between April and June, you're gonna find somebody. But I'm getting and I'm saying this also because I'm going through this myself. Don't be afraid to be yourself. Don't be afraid to show who you are. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable and let it happen. And what I'm getting is when you meet this person, what I'm picking up around you is be their friend. Be friends. For real. Be friends. And you guys will be fine. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. So Brandon asked, when do I think he should move? When do I think he should move to Seattle? First of all, let me just say this, Brandon. I think Seattle for you would be fantastic. I really do. I think that would be a great city for you because one, it would help you a lot with your depression because I'm seeing trees and nature and stuff, and you need that, especially water. Like there's something about you in the water or the waterfall or whatever. You need all that. And that really grounds you. And to answer your question, I would say next fall. Not this fall, but next fall of next year. That's when you need to move. And if you're not moving by then, you'll be formulating that move. hmm And you also are gonna have a love interest too by that time. So you're gonna be fine. And I'm also seeing you, another thing I'm seeing you too, you're gonna start losing weight. I'm seeing you really take control of your life. You're welcome. You're welcome. Um, Okay, so hip to dip. How does this work? I want to read it. Hey, hip to dip. I love that. Hip to dip. Okay, so how it works is, like she just said, you just ask, like Miss Black said, you just ask a question, and I hopefully will try to answer it as best I can. We all listen. We all need to change our eating habits. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a a health nut, but I am a lot better. You know what I mean? Like I'm a lot better than I used to. Yeah, just ask yourself a question. Just ask a question, and I'm good. Okay. But no, I mean we all do. Trust me, I'm 38. I just turned 38 a little over a month ago, or actually tomorrow will make a month. And believe me, I'm realizing that as I'm getting older, I have to watch not only the things I take in terms of food, but mentally, physically, emotionally, everything. So, okay. So, Hip the Dip wants to know, I'm in love with a married man. Will I ever get him? Oh. Woo, child. Okay. And I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing because I've been down this road, honey. Honey, and I am writing a book about this. Trust me. Honey, I can't wait to this part of the book, but I started to write this part because I've been down that road. So, um, I'm gonna tell you this: you could get this man if you want to, but you will have to work really hard because I feel like this man. Now there is a great deal of love here, but there's also there's a great deal of love, there's a great deal of passion, but there's also a great deal of hesitancy in terms of commitment from him. Because I feel like you're already in the relationship in your head. But what I pick up around me is that he's not there yet. So yeah, it will be a lot of work. And I feel like I'm going to say this though. I feel like with him, there may be something that actually changes his mind where he does start to come around you more often and it becomes more permanent. So there's something that's going to happen with him. I don't know what it is. I can't see that because I'm not being allowed to. But for some reason, that's what I get. Yeah. So that's what I'm getting with that. So I hope that made sense, girl. Hip the dip. The dip, huh? Yes. I love that name. Okay. So Virgin Island Empress wants to know, do I think that Trump will get the office again this election? Oh, I'm gonna be real. Hi, Christina. I don't know, but I'm gonna be honest and say I hope not. And I'm gonna say this too. I don't think that Trump is. I think Trump. Here's what people don't understand. When you have a president, he is the representative of the country. Oh, oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't know you were there. I'm sorry, honey. I didn't mean to misgender you. Hi. I'm so sorry. Blame my head, not my heart. Okay. But thank you. I'm glad you corrected me though. But But to answer your question, Virgin Island Empress, what people don't get is that when you're dealing with the presidency, you're dealing with someone who is a spokesperson for the country. That's what he is. He's a spokesperson. He's a representative. So I think that Trump is being played like a fiddle, and he doesn't realize it. And he's doing all the dirty work that a lot of people in Congress and in the Senate have always wanted done. But now they can, I think. But that's just myself. But do I think he'll be elected again? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not gonna speak on that because I don't want people coming after me, honey. I made a video about Omarosa and people call me everything but a child of the goddess. And I was like, really, y'all? Like for real? That's what we're doing? Okay. So no. So I don't know. But hi, Christina. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for the question though, because thank you so much. Yeah. People call me everything but a child of God. Do you hear me? When I talked about Omarosa. So I was like, okay, I can't. I'm like, y'all doing way too much, too much, as my girl Much Love for Kentucky would say. Oh, and by the way, for those of you who are regular YouTubers, check out my girl Much Love for Kentucky. Who else do I watch? Check out Jimmy Pink. I love Jimmy Pink. She's probably on live right now. Really BTV. There's so many people that I like a lot. Let me see. There's so many YouTubers that I really enjoy. So, but those are like my main three that I watch the most of. Like even if I don't watch the shows that they review, I watch them. Yeah, I love Much Love. I think Much Love is a sweetheart. I'm gonna be real. I would love to go to Kentucky and fix her life and be like, girl, quit smoking, But yeah, but I love her. I love Jimmy Pink. I love Really BTV. James Caldwell, I watch sparingly. And of course, I watch Live with Leah. My girl Leah, my daughter. That's my daughter. I love her. Yeah. So, so I support my YouTubers. I try my best to because this is not an easy thing to do, to get on camera and just reveal yourself. Even when you do have a business or a brand or whatever, it's not easy. It's not an easy gig. And I often tell people that even with what I do, it's not an easy call. I kind of equate it to being a preacher. I do too. She's mainly she's on Facebook, but I do too. I wish she would do more reviews too, because I think she's hilariously funny. She would be a great stand-up comedian. And speaking of stand-up, another one is Natalie Love. I found her via Instagram. She does Call Center Chronicles and sketches. She's awesome. Hi, Nia. Yes. Hi, Miss Rain. Thank you. Yes, I love her. That's my daughter. That's my baby. I tell her all the time. We talk on Google. Hi, Constance. I love that. Thank you. Spirits of Atlanta, honey. Thank you so much, Constance. Yes, thank you. Okay, let's talk about that for just a minute, shall we? So, the Spirits of Atlanta was thank you. I'm glad you found me. Thank you so much and welcome. The Spirits of Atlanta was a show, like a reality show pilot that they had done, highlighting African American people who were non-Christian practitioners, who were, of African-based faiths and to that nature, who were psychics. And it was the most ghetto. No, I'm not going to use ghetto because ghetto is a Jewish word. It was the most hood, ratchet crap I've ever seen in my life. I couldn't stand it. And I reviewed that mess and I cursed them out from sun up to sundown because I was like, first of all, if you're going to represent people of color, this is not a good, you know what I mean? This is not a good look. And it's funny that we're mentioning, since you brought up television shows, I've been offered to do TV, but I will not do it because I don't want to do something that I can look back on in 5, 10 years and be like, why did I do that? So no, yes, much love. That's my Cancer sister. I love her down. I call her my aunt, even though she and I are around the same age. But in my mind, she's Auntie Much Love because uh, she's so empathic. She's so empathetic, and she really does love people. She really has a natural love in her heart. So she's a sweetheart, and yeah. So with getting back to the whole TV thing, I won't do TV simply because I just want to look. I shouldn't say I won't do TV. I would, but it has to be something that I would be proud of to be in. I don't want to do TV for the sake of doing it. And unfortunately, that's what happens. That's why you have Love and Hip Hop. And nothing against the Love and Hip Hop franchise, but no, I don't want that. That's not, we out here fighting and pulling hair for what? Like, come on now, y'all. Like, no. We're better than this. We come from people that have been through atrocities that we wouldn't even dream about. But yet we go on TV and we do that. You're making a mockery of everything we've been through. So I don't play that. You know what? I know a little bit about it. I've gone through quite a few Saturn Returns. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, Brandon, for saying that. I hope you are enjoying. I think you're in New Orleans. I hope you're enjoying it. Yeah, I've been watching y'all. Okay. Do I know anything about Saturn Returns? You know what? I'll be very honest. I know very, very little about astrology. Astrology and palmistry are the two things that I'm just like, nope. And I've tried it. I've tried to do it. I can't do it. Cannot do it. But Saturn Returns, I know a little bit about. Saturn Returns basically Saturn rules karma. Saturn rules lessons. So Saturn's about the lessons that you need to learn, the things that come back to hunt you that you need to clean up. So Saturn Returns will basically be like, okay, all the things that you thought you went through, you know what I mean? So, yeah. So that's really what it means. Mm-hmm. It comes back and it bites you in the butt until you clean it up. So it's all about the lessons you need to learn that you fully need to grasp. Let's see. So Nia wanted to know, what do I need to know about moving out of her apartment? Well, you need to know that it's about damn time, and that you're doing the right thing. You're being very smart. And you're really ready. You're ready. I'm not trying to make fun, but you're really ready to move forward and to really grow, because I feel like this is not just about you moving. This is about you finding out more about who Nia is. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's what I get around you. And you want to change of pace. I feel like what I keep hearing in my head is different environment. So for those who don't know, I'm clairvoyant, clairaudient, and claircognizant. And what that basically means is I see, I hear, and I feel. So if I tell you, well, I'm feeling this, or I feel something, like, how you feel something in the pit of your stomach, that's what claircognizance is. Or you hear a voice in your head, that's clairaudience, things like that. But yeah, that's what I get around you regarding you moving. So it's time to go. It's time to go. Yeah, it's time to go. It's time to make a change. And you're doing the right thing. And I love your name, by the way, Nia Rain. I love that because Nia means, I think, strong. I think that's what it means. I believe I'm correct. So I love that. Yeah, and you can definitely ask a question, Christina. Not a problem. Purpose. Thank you. Thank you. I get strong wrong. No, 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 no. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting my Yoruba mixed up. Sorry. I know very little, by the way. So um let's see. Have I ever heard of Jay Wilson? Okay. I'm glad you mentioned that, hip to the dip. Rain is like strength royalty. I love that. Thank you. Okay. So hip to the dip. Let me get into the Jay Wilson thing. I've heard of Jay Wilson, courtesy of Timothy Blaine. And let me just talk about that for just a minute. I am so sick of grown, and I'm saying this, okay? Just excuse my French. I'm so sick of grown ass people having beef with other grown ass folks. I am so sick of that. Like it doesn't make any sense. YouTube is owned by Google. They can shut this down tomorrow. Then what you gonna do? Really? Why are you guys having beef over something? Over something that's so small and minute? I don't understand. I just don't get that. I think it's really silly. But that's just me. To answer your question, Chocolate, yes, I can connect with the person who's passed on. But let me mention this. Yeah, I love your name. Nia, I think your name is beautiful. But oftentimes when you say you want to connect with like a loved one or somebody that's passed, you may not connect with them. You may connect with like a spirit guide, an ancestor, who would then give you the message that you need to know. So you don't always get who you want. It's because it's just like us. Like just like we have lives here, they have lives on the other side too. So, but yes, to answer your question, I can. I can connect with those that passed on. So, Christina wants to know, when will her husband return to her? Ooh, okay, that's a deep question. Well, first of all, Christina, I pick up a great deal of emotion regarding this. I pick up a great deal of, because I'm seeing tears from you. Your husband will return when he starts to let go of his pride and holds himself accountable. Because what I'm picking up around me is you got somebody around you that is being so stubborn and so stupid. And this is no disrespect to him, but I really picked that up around it. And I feel like you definitely could rebuild your marriage, but a lot of it is going to be a trust factor. Trust is going to be very important in this. So I feel like it's gonna take place maybe towards the end of this year, but it's gonna be a long and hard process. So I hope that made sense, and I hope what I said was true. So if it didn't, let me know, because hey, I'm human. And if it did, let me know in the comments. So thank you so much. Thank you, Christina. And I wish you the best of luck. I really do. And, contrary to what people may think about my profession and what I do, thank you. Thank you so much. Contrary to people may think about what I do, I understand a lot of this because, um, mm, oh, wow. Okay. Oh, okay. You know what? Let's get into that. Hip to the dip. Yes. Okay. Um, First of all, if there are other fellow intuitives in here, there are other fellow psychics in here, please make yourself known because this is good. We can all help each other. Um, wow, thank you, Christina. Um, but honestly and truly, I go through the same issues. I wonder about love and finances. And, I guess what I'm trying to say is I can relate to a lot of what you go through. So I never want to appear grand or that I'm better or, I know all. I don't. I'm learning just like everybody else. So that's all I wanted to say. Well, you said he was stubborn and selfish. Well, okay. But you know what? I'm gonna kind of go to you, hip to the dip, a little bit. And then I'm gonna come to you, Chocolate. Don't worry. I see your question. Um Oftentimes people do that. People will test you. People will People often think that, we read minds. That's telepathy. I don't have telepathy, which is a higher form of empathy. You know, people want to do that because they want the proof in the pudding, and I understand it. I actually think having skepticism is a good thing. I don't think you should test readers, especially if you're coming to them and they're not coming to you. But I do think that being a skeptic is good because, like I always say, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. So do I see any children around Miss Chocolate? Okay, I'm gonna ask you kind of a personal question, and if it's too personal, let me know. If I'm wrong, let me know too, please. But for some reason, I'm getting a lot to do with like I pick up children, but I'm picking up like for me, it feels like a loss of children, like a miscarriage. Let me know if I'm wrong, please do. Or that you worry about like your idea of you having kids. Because I do see kids around you. I feel like you do want children, but on one hand, you're like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes any sense. But that's what I was getting. So please let me know if I'm wrong, please. Because I might be. But that's what I'm picking up around you regarding that question. And I feel like I do pick up children, but I pick up like if you're gonna, I feel like if you want to, I feel like you're gonna have more than one kid because I'm picking up like the number three. So, but let me know. Oh, you said Christina, your first husband did pass, so he was right. That's well, okay. Yes, I have lost weight. Thank you, thank you. Yes, I've lost weight. I don't know how much I've lost, but I know at one point I weighed like one. No, I'm sorry, I weighed like 297, and now I weigh like 193. So I don't know how much weight I've lost, but I don't really look at the scale. I just go by what I feel. And thank you. Thank you. I'm trying to keep it together, child. I'm trying. Thank you so much. I am so trying. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. I thank you. I'm really trying to keep it together. It's baby, listen, fall is about to come and whoo, yeah. So thank you, Brandon. Thank you so much. Oh wow. Thanks. Okay, thank you. That's true. That's true. That's a very true comment, hip to the dip. That's true. Sometimes people use semantics to tell everything without saying anything else. That's very true. And I love the back and forth that you and Christina are having. It says that was interesting comment because another reader thought this one was wow. Well, let me say this. Oftentimes in life, like if a reader sees death, it may not mean death in the physical sense. It can often mean an ending or a like an ending of something, but a beginning of something else. So that often happens too. So often when we see, like for me, I don't see people. I've never seen death. I don't think I've never really. And I'm gonna say this too. If I do see it, I won't tell you because I feel like that's not my place. And my attitude is if I tell you something negative, and I say this to every client I have, if I see something negative in your life, I'll tell you, but in a way you can handle. I will not, be like, you're gonna die tomorrow. I don't do that. Like that's not because I don't want to scare people. Because you're already scared enough. You know what I mean? Oh, okay. 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 Wow. Wow. Okay. You say you did lose a child, but you worry if you'll ever get the. I feel like you are gonna get the. Every time I pick up on your energy, I feel like you're gonna have more than one kid because I get the number three. So yeah, I think it's definitely in there. So you got it, child. I just get that for some reason I just see the number three. You may have more than one kid. Um. Oh. Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. You said so your husband is having some spiritual issues. That explains the erratic behavior that I'm picking up around his energy. Um, like I feel like a lot of argumentativeness. I pick up a lot of. It's not negative. It's just heavy, and I feel like people around him are leading him down a path um, that's not really him. So yeah, he needs to be careful because there's this. I feel like there's like a male friend around him that's not good for him at all. I get a man with him, or it may not be a man, but like a male energy around him that's not healthy in the least. So yeah, sure, sure. You can ask, honey. You can ask. You've got 6 more minutes. Mm, wow. I know I will have twins in the future, fraternal twins. Oh, good for you. You know what? I come from a family of twins. So I can, even though well, I shouldn't say that. Twins run in my family, believe it or not. But yeah, you can ask one more question. You're more than welcome to do that, Miss Black. That's not a problem. Do I see you having any biological kids? Um, I pick up one. Thank you. Thank you so much. I pick up one and I pick up a girl. Yeah. So to answer your question, not this upcoming year, but maybe the following. Mhm. Yeah. Because I feel like, right, I feel like you're ready, but you're not. You're ready, but you're not prepared. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's what I get. Thank you. You know what? Listen, I'm really learning to be authentic with myself, and I'm really learning to love me. I think that's why, honestly, I'm here in Texas because I've never lived on my own. I've never done any of that. So this is a first for me, and I've been in Texas for a year, and I don't regret it at all. It's been a wonderful uh, experience. Wow, good for you. But I'm really learning to love me and that I come first. You know what I mean? And it's been such a wonderful. It's been this. It's been a lot of up and down, but it's been. I can't like. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I wouldn't trade it for the world. hmm So wow, we got some babies out here. Good, good. You're welcome. Good. You know what? But I think this is part of really learning to love yourself. Yes, baby. Mm-mm. Okay, I understand. You said you want more kids, Nia, but the kids stretch you in so many directions. You wonder will you have more. If you do, you may have two more. If you do, if you decide to have more children. Thank you. You know what? This is baby. I am nowhere near done. This my journey is still going, and I'm also working on another book too. That explains it. There we go. That explains it. Mm, all right. You know what? I'm loving. Okay, hip to the dip. I'm living for you. You are reading the kid down. He is reading, honey. He is reading, reading, reading down. Yes. All right. I'm living for you. hmm I see you. I see you. Yes. Okay. So we have 2 more minutes left. But I just wanted to say, I honestly and truly, I want to tell you all, thank you so much for joining me. This was a lot of fun. I'm definitely going to do it more often. How often would you guys want me to do this? I don't want it because I'm gonna be real. I am not one of those YouTubers where I could do this every day. There's no way. I mean, I have a life. I definitely couldn't. But thank you. um, but I definitely want to do this. Like, I'll probably end up doing it maybe once a month. I want to do something. Or okay, you want me to do it once a week? I could probably do that. I could do that because I could kind of alternate them. So with my other social media networks too that I do. So if you guys are okay, okay, thank you. Thank you. Oh yeah, it's worth it. It's honestly it's so worth it. And like I said, if you guys you want to check more of me out, um I may do something like that. So we'll see. But I may do the once a week thing too cuz I could definitely do that. Am I on Patreon? No. I'm not on I don't know. I'm not a, we may go over a little bit, but I'm not a Patreon cash app. I'm not into that. PayPal. No, if you really want to work with me, just book an appointment with me. That's all I ask. Go to my website, make an appointment for a reading. We good. You don't have to. No, man, we don't have to do no Patreon. We don't have to do no Patreon. Right. Hip to the dip is just giving it. Like he is giving it. So that's just me. But that's just, and I have no disrespect to anyone that does Patreon or, Cash App or PayPal or whatever. But for me, I'm just not that girl. Like no, I'm not that girl. I can't do that. No, and I shouldn't say I can't because one day I may do that. But I don't really, I don't know why. I've never thought about doing it. So, but yeah. So I may do it once a week. I may come on here once a week and do it. Hip to the dip is crazy. He said semantics. You know what? You are a mess. And I'm living for it. You are an absolute best, and I'm living for you. But yeah. So, but if you want to check me out, if you want to check me out more, you can follow me on Instagram, The Real Leo Brown, on Twitter, The Real Leo Brown, Facebook, The Real Psychic Leo Brown. And you can also order my book on Kindle, Honey, I'm Fabulous and So Are You. That's actually in the description bar. So if you want to do that, you can do that as well. And if you want to book an appointment with me, like a one-on-one appointment for coaching, for readings, you can do that as well. And also, if you want, you can even book me too. I know that's right, Neil. You better have some swing in them hips. Yes. Okay. We ain't getting older, honey. We getting better. Just saying. But you can do that as well. You can book me, like, because I do travel as well. So if you want, like, say there's a girls' night out, or like there's a birthday party, or there's a whatever, you can actually book me and I'll come to you. Like, I'll definitely come and read for y'all, honey. I might even do a little dip. I know how to dance a little bit. Don't let the cane fool you. Just saying. But anyway, so thank you all so much for. Okay. Thank you. Yes, hip to the dip. Make it work, girl. Swing them hips. Yes. Give it all you got. But thank you all so much for being here tonight. It was wonderful. I enjoyed this. I really did. And I'm definitely gonna do this more often. You guys were so awesome. Give yourselves a big old hug. Thank you, Christina. And I really enjoyed this. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy this beautiful full moon that we're gonna get tomorrow. Do something just for yourself. Honor the God within you. The God is within you. Honor your divinity. And until next time, it is me, Leo Brown. Talk to you soon. Bye.